I didn't make a friend in third or first. Yeah, I didn't make a friend there. I made a friend in this class, which is you, part of my second period. And my teacher kept doing like icebreaker things, so I had to kind of talk. Yeah, my second period in third. I think there's like 4 12th graders and like 11th graders with a few 10s, and like half the side of the room is 9th graders, and then half the other side is all CHS. So it's like mixed in out of all of my other classes. Which I'm assuming if they're in this building,
have Java and Bedrock.
On a thingy?
Like a PC. Like Microsoft. On PC. I don't have a Bible yet. What did you play?
Box.
Jeremiah, cry.
To be fair, I was raised, so I can't remember. Okay. Also in South Georgia for almost my entire life.
See on PC.
Are you on PCST?
I like to read and write poetry.
Try it one more, or just do a direct.
I love watching TV. I love watching movies and shows.
It won't let us remember all jokes.
I love it.
Okay.
Hey girl.
They chose it. Oh, what is it? Yeah.
So long. Down, but I can't go back down. My mom started like this. So that was cool. Possibly. That's for me. For Christmas, oh my God.
Please.
We were going to go to Colorado or something, but it's a little pricey.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Bro,
we were to 9/11 Memorial, and we were shops over there. Whatever else.
maybe not. No.
I dropped some.
I'm gonna come find you.
Do I can see right there?
Okay. I don't know where that is. Oh, kids.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. That one.
Jump.
Let's see how it
Yo, how tall is it? I don't want to sit inside these.
Okay. But mine is 11.
You pulling? Hey, would you give him a chance? Would you give him a chance? Would you give him a chance?
Half of my size.
Let's do it.
Hey, would you give him a chance?
No.
Yeah. Oh. It's so delayed.
Better out rejected too.
It's so delayed.
Yeah, but you like to.
Yeah. It's so
Huh?
5 minutes.
Here.
Okay.
No, I live in Phoenix. I was there for a while. Actually, I live in Phoenix my whole life. I just want to stay there. What? You got a problem? How y'all always
Everybody's dying.
when was I supposed to get my phone book when I first got here?
Why is Jorge sitting right next to you?
I was here last year. I'm not saying nothing
What is the
about
Jorge's name?
If you give me a few pieces of stone, I want to skip.
it. Hey, Chris,
I'm gonna skip.
come over here.
For example, nothing.
Thank you. You want some stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn that into
I like more.
points.
That's okay. I like
I thought you were
Thank you, babe. Sister's like 4'11". My sister's in PCI, yeah, she's in 6th. Just finished 6th grade. 4'11". Yeah, she's short. She's short. Don't get me wrong, she's real short. Right there, I'm shorter than her.
No, she's skinny. She's like 80 pounds.
What does that have to do with
I'm just naming all the loose girls. She told me that y'all
why are we naming obese girls?
I didn't say y'all
Yo,
was
you
obese.
need some rather better internet.
I'm naming it, not him.
Oh, my bad. Why are you naming
Because what else am I supposed to
baby?
This is so bad.
No. Everybody stop off. Actually,
No,
It's only 12 o'clock. I still got 4 hours to go. Help.
Not even couches.
so I hope that.
Am I moving? I'm in here.
Good. Take in. Okay? Just chilling. Just trying to go over everything. Any questions? You got questions? Any questions? Yes, sir. With what? Oh yeah, all parking. So if you have a dead short, try to take a whoever has a pair of jumper cable, they can touch them together to park. That's what I mean by parking. Parking bad. Okay. That's discharge of plasma. Okay, that's the air. That's the air. In other words, an arc is nothing but the air boiling vapor. Okay, so if you have an arc, dead short, stuff like that, we'll learn about that. That's why we probably won't go to the shop for a while. That way you'll kind of know what's going on. I'll do videos in here to show how you have to deal with arcing and what actually an arc looks like. Okay, and the reason why we have safety procedures in the United States that are a whole lot better than the rest of the world, because there are videos out there on YouTube where you see kids walking down the street in India, and they walk up and lean against a pole, ball pops them because somebody left the wire hanging loose. Okay, it's really rough. Okay, all right. There's tons of videos out there of these kids getting hurt because of bad electrical safety and any other kind of safety. Okay, that was the whole point of OSHA being designed and started back in the late 60s, early 70s, was to protect workers because there was no protection. You just had to, you dealt with it, okay? People would get out of, would get hurt on the job all the time, okay? Also, we had the most dangerous place to work in America within a mile of this building. Y'all know that? Everybody know the sawmill up here? Right there behind the Outback, there's an old sawmill right there. As you come across straight up, where you go on the highway, that old sawmill right there, that was that was like the third most dangerous place to work in America. They had like 3 or 4 fatalities in a couple of years. Okay, it actually made the internet. Okay, the Dudley Lumber Company. Okay, they had guys get caught in those grinders and saws and just turned them into mush. Okay, they had multiple people die right up the road. Okay, so bad that they actually closed it down. They wouldn't let them open it back up. It was so bad because all they were doing was paying the fines and keeping it open. And finally, they just said, no, you can't do it. You got to stay shut. You won't fix it. You won't fix it. It was cheaper for them to pay the fine than it was to fix the machine. So, yeah, I shut it down. That was the mentality of those folks. Okay. All right. So, enough of that. We'll go over that one day too. All right. Any questions about what happened yesterday? Do I need to help anybody about getting around campus or what rules and regulations are or anything like that? Everybody good? Yes, ma'am. Print your schedule out? Let me see what I got. You go to world history next? Okay. So, let's see if I can print it. Does that help? All right, cool deal. All right, well. All right, so everybody's got that done. They got your syllabuses, you got all that stuff. You can start filling that stuff out if you want to. Just have it back When you come into class next week, let you bring those back. Yes, ma'am. It's not yours? Okay, sorry. I got the wrong person. Okay. Oh, you got multiple names. Alicia, right? Okay. Bring it, next thing I'll throw away. Oh, wow, I was thinking that. Wrong one. Thank you. Here you go, here's your right one. All right, so we don't get out of here until 10 till, so you can just relax and chill, do whatever you need to do for your other classes. That's all I wanted to go over today. Okay, pretty simple. Okay.
Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
You're gonna have to find another seat today since I have all those folders. Just find another seat for right now.
She just looked in. She said, "You didn't go. You don't know." Of course you did. That's what she said. I did. Oh. Do you feel like a duck when you walk through there? Like you have a little duck that's following you.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I miss my.
you know what I'm talking about though? Like how you see the mama duck and she'll have like baby ducks and they literally follow every step she does. So when they're like weaving in and out lines, have y'all never seen ducks?
Yeah, I did.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When I was just weaving through and I could hear her stepping right behind me, I felt like a mama duck with that baby ducks just in line. It was weird.
So last year, when was it? October.
When we put them in groups.
Tables. My tables did not always used to be like this. My tables used to be like rows. And they said, hey, that's not conducive for kids. Let's put them in groups. So I had to like rearrange my classroom. And as you can see, I don't have normal desks. I have super heavy, like, tables. So once they got put like this, my little self wasn't changing them back. So they stayed like this. And hence why they are like this right now. So we used to have rows that we could walk straight. Now we have to like fold and weave all the way through. All right, let's do attendance real quick. Make sure we have everybody that's supposed to be in here. Since we got everything kind of handled and figured out yesterday. All right. Johanny, please. That's Biddy. That's my name. You play flag. Me? You play flag? You don't play flag?
Put your life together. You don't know nothing about none of these kids and you keep acting like you do.
She looks just like a girl that plays flag this year.
Yes.
Honey, right? No. Besides, you came to our You weren't here yesterday. Welcome. I'm Miss Kasharo. This is Miss Tyson. It's gonna be your favorite class of the whole year.
Probably all of high school.
Yep.
It's for great.
Sunday. Has anybody seen something?
He's sick.
He's sick? No, he's a liar. I know something.
like wrestles for this. Okay, are we here Monday? That was lame. Jesus. Okay. We have to go get Chromebooks today. I'm going to show you guys a couple places along the way. I'm going to show you how to get back in this building if you ever have to leave out during a class time. Because once you leave out of any building during class time, all the doors are locked. The only way you can get back into the buildings is by going to the front and ringing the doorbell to get buzzed in by the front office staff. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find that from the bridge, looking down. She's like a grandma, like a whole grandma,
I told
and
y'all
she
I
does all
like
kinds of
thrifting
grandma
yesterday.
things.
Remember I told y'all about the dress that was a $400 dress that I bought for $6? This is said dress. Said dress has a hole in it, so I'm gonna make it a skirt.
Okay, if you have a Chromebook, when we
Not
go
today, I'm
into,
just gonna go for it today.
if you have a Chromebook, when we go into, everybody's coming with us. But when we get into the library, those of you that already have a, I don't like all the lights on. These lights give me a headache. So this is how I always have it. I have my lamps on. I have this on. Okay. Excuse me. Plenty of computer paper back here. I've got some colored pages. I've got white paper. I've got colored pencils and markers and crayons. If you want to cut your piece of paper down, you don't want to fold it, you just want to cut it in half because the whole sheet won't fit in the case. There are some scissors back there. Please make sure you clean up any trash. But before we start that, there's some things I need to go over with my new Chromebook people. Go ahead while I'm talking about it. Open dead as a doornail because they didn't get charged over the summer because nobody was here to charge them. But see if it will connect to the internet. If not, I have to put my super magic password in that I can't give to you. You have to bring it to me and I'll do it. But I'll get it working for you. If it doesn't turn on, you can, there's an outlet right here on this wall. There's an outlet back there on that wall. You can plug it in and let it charge until it will cut on. And then we can look and see if the internet is working on, okay? This is your Chromebook. I'll call y'all in just a second, okay? This is your Chromebook until you graduate. So please make sure you take really good care of it. Please keep your face on it at all times. Do not remove the face. When you graduate, these Chromebooks are then going to be pushed back down to a brand new ninth grader. So please take care of them so that the ninth graders have a Chromebook that will work. No stickers on the Chromebook or the Chromebook case. Okay, please don't put anything directly on the Chromebook or directly on the case. That's why you guys are going to get to decorate a sheet of computer paper. If you want to decorate and put stickers all over that computer paper, do it to your heart's desire. Okay, but do not put anything directly on the Chromebook or the case itself. You get one charger. So for my new charger people, make sure it charges your Chromebook. And if it does not, you need to let us know by Monday that it's not charging your Chromebook so they can switch it out. After Monday, since everyone will have their Chromebooks by then, after Monday, if it's not working, that's going to be something that has happened on your part. You're going to be responsible for replacing the charger at that time, okay? If you ever have a Chromebook issue, please tell the teacher. Okay? I'm one of the teachers that's really good about getting a ticket put into the library. You cannot take your Chromebook directly over to the library, and she's going to look at you like you have 6 eyeballs on your forehead and tell you to go on back to class and let a teacher know to put in the order for her. Okay? So let any teacher know. It does not have to be specifically me. Any one of your teachers has access to the ticket that gets sent over to the librarian. So just let somebody know, they can get that sent to her, and then they will call you over when they have the availability to take it. Okay, we're going to be swamped all next week between finishing up Chromebooks and getting all the ID badges sent out and put out and pictures taken and all that kind of stuff. So they are going to be doing those kind of on the side. If you damage or lose your Chromebook, you need to let a teacher know. Okay, we will put in the appropriate form. Your parents will be contacted to let them know that you have lost and damaged your Chromebook. And then if you have a second incident, you could possibly lose your Chromebook privileges. Okay, it is a privilege to be able to carry around a Chromebook. It's not mandatory that you have one. So please make sure that you are taking care of it.
And if you intentionally damage it, for example, use it to beat somebody's face in because you don't like the way they looked at you or they talked about your mama, you will no longer have a Chromebook the entire time that you're at school. Okay, they will revoke your Chromebook privileges if you intentionally damage it. Okay. Any questions on the Chromebooks? Okay. Go ahead if you want. Go ahead and get paper, write your name on it, do whatever. I have folders back here. If you know that you are not going to have time or your parents are not going to take you to the store to get you a folder, we will start with notes on Monday. So you need to have something to start storing your geometry notes in. Come Monday, you are welcome to grab a folder. I have a Sharpie on my desk if you want to write geometry on it or math or your name, or if you want me to write it on there, I'll write it on there for you. But I have all the pinks are taken. Sorry, I didn't have very many left over from last year, so all the pinks are taken. But all of those colors, if you need one, you're welcome to grab one and go ahead and take care of that. If you got your syllabus signed, okay? If you got your syllabus signed, you'll bring that up here to me.
Inside. I just see wood. I just see wood. People get wood. So good. Huh? So good. What wood he got on today? Red. He got on. Woody. Eight. You got two. You got two. That's a cricket.
I'm gonna give this back to you just in case you end up staying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is right here. Yes. Huh? It depends. In half? You want me to take a fold in half?
No.
You can do whatever you want to.
Don't listen to her alphabet.
What if it do happen? Will they still be working? Like a
You ain't
bad,
never been in school when I was going before.
like a bad winter.
No, they'll sit us in the hallway and tell you to cover your
If
head.
you are at the school and something happens, they will keep you here. If it is before school or like the night before, they'll make a decision the night before, and then they cancel school or do virtual, but they will not send you home in the middle.
It was in the morning?
Legally, we can't do that.
So for 2.5 hours,
Because they were
kids had
putting
to
you at
sit in a
risk.
non-air conditioned cafeteria.
Buses are like we're putting all of that at risk if the weather's bad. Buses can't drive
We almost
over
had
if
to,
the winds are over a certain mile per hour. They will not let them drive.
and then we're
So that's a lot of why this is like when school is canceled, it's because the winds during the time that buses will be out are too high. So that they won't, like legally, we can't let them drive buses like that. So that's why they cancel a lot of times. Like on days where it's like not really storming for real, but it's storming earlier in the morning or whatever, that's why.
Like with the eye, he like really stuck on word.
Yeah, do you want it in, like dots or lines or something in a different color? Silver. Okay, cool. What time is this cost you again? 40 or 45? Oh, 40. Okay, guys, you have 3 minutes. What else gonna get you? So if you have markers, scissors, trash, go ahead and get that kind of squared away and cleaned up.
Ansley and Kinsley. Is this Kinsley? Oh, it's
Yeah, what would you know?
Oh, twins. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes sense. I got twins. My twins in 11th grade. I got twins. My wife's sister got twins. My daddy got 3 sets of twins.
Oh, gracious.
We got a lot of twins now.
I got
Y'all got everything together?
Travis again, from the top.
When
You
y'all
know
separated?
Cox
How
is
long y'all
not
been
here.
together?
What about Durham? Durham,
Y'all been together every day?
Zell,
Fox is not here.
Harris,
Y'all had different kids? Y'all didn't
Jones.
start separating
Yo,
y'all?
second, gotta believe. No, hold on. Show Josh for look. Oh, look, I'm about to show you his book bag. Look at the doors for his book bag. I'm not kidding.
How about
Bro, Josh, his book's like triple Miles book bag.
Scarborough?
Christian who?
Where's South?
Look at his book bag.
It looks like about
Do you not see how big it is?
okay.
Grass,
What is your small?
Smith,
Yes, look.
Willie,
Don't
and Wright.
stop caressing this man. He likes that more. I can't reach. I would if I could reach. Wipe his face. Okay. They have
It's no Kobe. She's lying.
Can they take it? No. Only if it's on your body. I mean, if they see it. I know.
Jordan, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Man, I'll give you beat TA today.
What are we doing your least favorite thing?
What?
Walking.
That's Trevor's and TJ's.
I got a snake.
I saw TJ in the hallway. What are you doing in the hallway? Huh? What class did he have last period? TJ. I don't fucking know. No, because he walked past our hallway. And I was confused. You think I fucking know? He doesn't have the classes. Bro, Christian, computer science is some ass. See, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's still fire though. We get to fly drones, we get to go outside. What, 908? No. Yeah, I think so, yeah. You got 908 too? Huh? You got 908? Yeah. What are you doing here for their class? I got that for ANNXE. Yeah, new building. I gotta do computer science. Yeah.
It's peak though.
Question. I don't want to do. What'd you do in the class? Smart.
You don't have to be too smart.
Well, there's not a point. There's not a point in him doing that. He's too broke to afford a computer. Yeah, that's the whole point. They could have gave me like construction. I got construction. He both got construction.
I got engineering and computer science.
Well, yeah, I get to travel in 602, which is safety and health. We have to do competitions.
Do you think they have a 666 building?
No, it's only up to 602.
But they have 900. They have 900.
Yeah, look at Jake color while practicing. You're brown and your wig is burgundy.
You just walk outside and get my class.
No, you cannot eat here. This is good.
All right, good afternoon. Day number 2. And so we'll do our roles, go over our core room values, and then do the syllabus, and we'll be done with the syllabus and all that first day stuff. All right. So, and then after that, I'll get, if you have any issues with Chromebooks, buses, all of that, I will try and take care of that.
Can I put my computer on the charger?
Sure. All right. Let's see this here. Yes. All right, listen up for your name, first or last name. Ashmore, James, all right. Last name Little, Page, Shingles, Sims, Spearman, Terry, no Terry, no Kyle, is there Tyler? Where? West, Wilborn, Woods, and Arthur. Yeah.
I can't edit the syllabus.
You're not supposed to edit.
It says student syllabus.
I'll talk about that. All right, so First things first, let's talk about do a quick review. You might tell me one of the three, I call them classroom core values, CCV. Our core, classroom values. There were three of them, they start with a P. Not polite. Huh? Polite. All right, so polite is one of them. And hold on, let's get quiet. Polite meaning being what? Yes.
Kindness towards peers and teachers.
Correct. Kindness towards peers and teachers. Punctual. That's it. That's a good one. I mean, you're right.
I know that one.
Okay, you found them in the syllabus?
No.
Go ahead.
He in the syllabus right now.
All right, let's do punctual first. So what does punctual? You said punctual means class and with your assignments, right? And then performance. Now, since you did it say what performance means? All right, strive to do your best inside and outside of the classroom. Very good. So what I'll start doing is when I do quick reviews like that, I'll have them finish with a standard or something like that for you. We'll talk about that a little bit later. When I get finished today, we're gonna get finished probably about 15 minutes earlier than I did yesterday. I will hook up the internet. Who still does not have a computer yet? All right. So did you all go to? What do you have now? Did y'all what? Were you here yesterday? Did we hear yesterday? Okay. Were you here yesterday? Okay. So they're gonna give them through your math class. Monday they probably will begin to wrap that up. So probably on Monday if they don't call you today, they will be calling you to wrap that up. Okay. So we'll hopefully by Tuesday everybody will have them. We have our benchmark down. I talked about a little more. I want to show you if you've not already, this is our Schoology page. Schoology page, I call it the classroom website. All right? This is the website for the classroom. This is how yours looks now. Y'all, when I'm talking, this is how it looks now. It's not that much on it. By the end of class, by the end of the year rather, it's going to be a little bit different. This is how stuff appeared from last year. That's for the whole year. So it's a lot of information. Everything is in chapters. Everything is in chapters. So whatever chapter we start with first, it'll be somewhere around the top. But for now, yours, of course, does not look like that. It's a little bit more simple. But I will show you, if you've not figured out to get to the syllabus, you go to classroom materials and your syllabus is there. What we're going to do is we're going to finish the syllabus today. On Monday, you will get the last page of this syllabus, which is there.
Did you give us the yesterday for the syllabus?
This is the syllabus in Schoology. The last page you will get Monday. You will take it home, have it signed, bring it back by Friday. It's 5 pages. I have 158 students. So that's a lot of paper to try and print it and send it home and get it back. But it's here for your reference. There in Schoology under classroom materials. Also, counseling resources. If you need to speak to the counselor, you just can't walk down there, fill out this short form, and send it over, and she will call you up to her office. There's your daily agenda. Talk about late work form later. All right, let's look at the syllabus and get this knocked out of the way. We talked about our grading scale. our grading policy. Let's go. What is it? We'll do that. We'll do that later. You don't do it right now. Assignments. I'll talk about assignments, late work. Let's say that for 1 second. So next week you're gonna start having assignments. Most of them will be in Schoology. If they're not in Schoology, they'll be on paper. When you have an assignment that is due, say it's due on a Tuesday, all right, they usually will be due by 11:59 at night. If you turn that assignment in after that, it's considered late, all right? Schoology does a date and time stamp. Whenever you turn something in, I have to turn stuff in the teacher's Schoology page. It the date and time, so it will tell you if it's late. When you turn late work in for this class, you have to submit it along with not a paper form. It's totally digital. That form is found in Schoology. It's already there. And it looks like, looks like that. You click on that. That form you can type in now. You put your email address. You put your last name and first name. Don't use nicknames yet, or don't use them because I don't know who Q may be or whoever. So use your legal name. Class period. What class period is this? 7 period. If you put it in anything other than 7, it will delay your grade because I won't know exactly where you are. Name of the assignment, Renaissance worksheet. When was the due date? All right, when you click that, it gives you a calendar. All you gotta do is click on the date that it was due. Don't try to alter that because if you tell me you're trying to keep me by a day, I'll figure it out. Two people are gonna do the exact same thing, use the exact same quotes, exact same pictures, and that's just sort of unusual. So be careful about that. You can work together, just don't have something verbatim. We will talk about current events and how it affects history, or how history affects current events. That's the way we'll discuss that. You have 4 benchmarks. First one is Tuesday. It's not gonna affect your grade. That's the diagnostic benchmark. Second one is December. It will affect your grade. What you learn from August to December is on the December benchmark. Third one is January. That's another diagnostic. Will affect your grade. The last one is in May. That will affect your grade. What you learn from January to May. A lot of material, but I give really thorough study guides, and we do study it. We spend a couple of days studying it so that you're prepared. So don't let the benchmark scare you unless you're not going to prepare. Sometimes that will make or break your grade. If you're close, like 61, 62, you don't want to be in your 70s going into a benchmark. Sometimes it helps your grade. It's weird, but it does. If you need help, let me know. Please communicate. Ms. Copeland, you don't have to say it in class, out loud. Send me an email. Ms. Copeland, I need help. I'm failing your class, or I want a B out of this class, or a C, and I just can't, I don't seem to get it. And if we can't resolve it while we're in class, then we'll schedule you to come either do it before school or after school, and we can handle tutoring there. We went over the policies. They're in syllabus there. I mean, gotta change that. It's the core values of the classroom. C core classroom values. CCV. All right. I'll talk about the incentives. One incentive I'm going to do probably this year, aside from whatever for you participating, I think I'm going to do a class competition incentive on our assessments or on the benchmark. Whichever class scores the highest average over the course of the test will get a donut party or a cookie party or I think that's going to be one of the incentives. And that probably will be around April-ish, somewhere in there. Good. Any questions so far? All right. Should, for whatever reason, you have behavior that is not acceptable to the classroom, there are a few things that we have to do. First, we're going to talk. It's informal, most of it. I'll just say, hey, let's get quiet. Let's refocus. Get centered. If you can hear my voice, if you hear me say any of those things, then that means, as a whole, I want us to sort of come back together and center ourselves. If it's individually, then I may just give you a look. My child, well, he knows what the look means or did mean. It's sort of, we're beyond looks now. I may give you a look, or I may just tell you quiet down, whatever the case. I'm really laid back when it comes to most things. There are two things that get you a write up automatically. One is cell phones. I bought into the policy and swallowed it whole because it's state law. I show up a little bit. Your pavement. And so if something happens that jeopardizes that job, I'm in trouble. I mean, I gotta go look for a job, I gotta do an interview, I gotta do all that just because I allowed a student to have a cell phone. So it's not worth it. Again, I'll ask for it, you give it to me or not, and we go from there. You automatically 5 days I assess whether you give it to me or not. But then if you don't give it to me, there are other consequences. That's number one. Number two, the write-up, I had last year the most write-ups, and there were not a lot of cell phones. Not even, sometimes at the most, maybe 2 a week. And there were some weeks, a lot of weeks that were none. Second write-up was gonna be skipping. This is 7th period. So if you don't show up to my class, and I look in Power School first, I'm gonna see did they show up 1 through 6. If they showed up 1 through 6, then we have a checkout list. I go to my checkout list and say, okay, they're not on the checkout list. I double check with admin, did they check out? Admin says, no, they didn't check out. Well, they're not in my class. Well, where are they? Okay, it becomes a safety issue. So then you just get a write-up for skipping. Now, if you weren't skipping, then admin will take care of it from there. Once I do the referral, it's out of my hands. They call you up, ask you where you were, what you were doing, where you were. But that'll get you a write-up because I don't deal with people who skip. That's about it. If you fight, you automatically, you all know what happens there. You go for a hearing. So we just don't tolerate that CFA. So how to enter the classroom. Today you were wonderful. I didn't hear you in the hallway. There's no class going on there. ISS is over there. No. So it was quiet. So you know how to enter the room. Sit down, be quiet. You weren't tardy. Seating arrangement. So far, so good. This is day 2. I know this is still the honeymoon phase. Your real personalities will come out one day next week. But if you are okay, then we don't have to do a seating arrangement. I'll let you sit where you are. Dismissal, you don't line up at the door at 4:58 or 59. 3:58 or 3:59. You wait till the bell rings. Also, since the 7th period, no phones out at 3:58 or 3:59. You gotta wait till the bell rings. Okay? Monday will start your pass. So you're gonna get 6 hall passes per 9 weeks. For my class, I don't know what other classes you do. So for my class, you get 6. Now let me explain how that works. When you leave 6th period and come to 7th period, if you I think you did today, you can bring your stuff in. Just go, I'm gonna go to the restroom, or I'm gonna get water, and I'll be back. That's fine. You don't need a pass for that. If you once the tardy bell is rung, and once I start class, if you need to leave, you will use one of your passes. And I'll write it out for you. I'll record it on the paper with the date so that I can keep up with it. Bathroom, water, nurse. If you go to the nurse, she will sign that time that you leave there coming back here. If you go to the front office, they'll do the same thing. Those may or may not count against you. It all depends on the situation. The bathroom water, yes, they're gonna count 6. So that's less than 1 per week. That doesn't make sense. But you know what I'm saying. You have 6 to use in the 9-week period. And I'm gonna start that on Monday. That's if you need to leave class. Raise your hand if you got a question. Guided notes. This is how they look when we do them. I give you the blank spaces. Didn't want to do right today. Let's go back to school. I will give you the blank notes, and you will fill in based on the information that I give you. Now, some students last year thought that they were reading Google or chat or some type of AI the notes. It normally doesn't work that way because that I put together or together. So here's, and all you gotta do is just look up at the board and type the meaning. This is on row 1. So this is what guided notes look like. Just fill them in as we go. When we get finished, you hit submit. Occasionally, rather than me standing up here talking, going over these, I will put them in school presentation itself. And you look at the presentation, and then you fill out the note. A lot of students like to do that. It just depends on, you know, what kind of day it really is, and what else you have to do. But that's how your notes look. Group work, group discussion rather. Group discussion, group work. Wherever you're sitting now will be your group. So like for you, I'll just ask you to join that group or something. So that those persons at your desk will be your group. There's group work, and then there is what's the word I'm looking for? There is group station. So group work means you will stay at that place for the entire class period. For all 50 minutes, stay there. If either you're examining something or researching something, you do it as a group, you answer on your individual papers, you turn it in. Station work is where there are 6 different stations, and you will rotate every 6 minutes to a station. I know in World War II, we do a trench warfare station. You study clubfoot, you study all this other stuff about trench warfare, and you just rotate stations. So that's what we do for that. And then test. Now let me say this: I don't do any tests where there's like essay questions because there's too many students. Most of them are, all of them are multiple choice, fill in the blank, and we have what we call database questions, where you look at a chart or graph and you answer the question from that. You can't talk while you're testing. Once I open the test, from that point there's no talking until everybody finishes. Okay. And of course, one thing we have to talk about is cheating. Let me do the best way to explain this is, so what are some reasons somebody may cheat?
Because they don't know the answer.
They don't know the answers. But most people who've been in class, even if you don't know the answers, you can guess some. So here's the way I tell people. If you don't know anything or don't know the test material, just say, hey, I'm not going to cheat. I'm just going to do the best I can. And your best ends up being a 40. Okay? It's not the end of the world because we do test retake in here, which means that you can come to tutoring. You can make sure you complete all the assignments, and I will give you a test retake within 2 weeks. You do a test retake, and you do pretty good. You make a 75 on that. All right, that's 115. You don't get the 75. I'm going to show you your score. You get the average of those 2 tests. So you end up with, that's 10, 15, 14, 10.5. You end up with a 58. 40 versus 58. That's if you bomb a test. That 58's pretty close to 60. That's pretty good. But you decide, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and cheat. However you want to do it. I have a reputation of being the serial. If there's anybody that can catch anybody cheating in CFL, it's gonna be me. So don't do it. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen people put stuff on their hands, on their arms, trying to use a smartwatch. It's not gonna happen. And I catch you, not if, when I catch you, that grade will be a 0. I saw a student go from 86 to a 69. And then she could bring that 69 up to like maybe a 75 by the end of the 90s. So she blew her B. When she just could have taken whatever grade, did a retake, take the average. So don't cheat. All right, it's not worth it. I give this analogy. You have 2 doctors. You need a life-saving surgery. A surgery that will either determine whether you live or whether you die. You have only 2 surgeons in the world can do it. One of them cheated their way through medical school. The other one did his the hard way. He failed sometimes, but he made it through. Which one you want to do your surgery? I'll let you determine that. So cheating is never worth it. All right. Now we're almost done. If you are absent, did I go over late work form? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you're absent, you have 3 days to make up your work. Did I come out, treat whoever is subbing? Sometimes, occasionally, if there's not a sub, somebody from this department will be taking your class for that day. It'll be Mrs. Four Lines, or they will split you up in different classrooms. All right. So that's our syllabus. Not too bad. Again, it's there for you. You have a test on this next Friday. A week from today.
All on 4 pages? It's like a minor grade.
It's gonna be a minor grade. It's not a major grade. It's not a major grade. I'm gonna
sum it up, or it's gonna be hard.
No, it's a summary. It's not that hard. I've never had anybody that failed by. It's a minor grade. We're gonna review for it on Wednesday. But make sure you bring the page back signed Friday, by Friday if you can. I'll give you that on Monday. So that you say, I read it. So in the middle of the year, you can't say, I didn't know about that. I'll pull this up and say, it's right here. For example, the late work. That's the biggest one. Students tell their parents, I'm doing good in Mr. Copeland's class. Progress reports come out, you got a 65. I do all my work. I turn everything on time. Your parent emails me. I pull all your stuff. I see how many late reports you have. I see how many NHIs you have. And then I email your parent back and say, this is probably why they have this grade. So do your part, I'll do my part, you'll be successful. Mm-hmm. Anybody need, who said they had a login problem?
Who said that? We good. Yeah, nobody said that.
I mean, not one. Everybody on the internet.
Yeah, we good.
What's all of
Oh,
340.
yeah. Cheers, come on, 1841. Yeah.
Okay, do that elsewhere. It's so funny. How do you know that?
Good. Her sister said the one.
In class?
Yeah.
Sushi. Sushi.
Y'all playing video games?
What are you talking about?